Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Investigate Shiftlings. What is Shiftlings, you ask? Well, Shiftlings is a lot of things, actually. Shiftlings is a puzzle platformer. It's $15. It's published by the weird Skeletor faceless mask revival company Sierra. And it's not actually the old Sierra, it's Activision. Just remember that, it is Activision, it is not Sierra in any way. So, yeah, I got sent this a little while ago. But to be perfectly honest, I wanted to play through a bit more of it before I started doing a video on it. But man, this is something else. You really gotta try this for yourselves. I don't know if there's a demo available or not. I should probably find that out before I cut the feed today. But man, this game is, for me at the very least, is very, very difficult. So, this is the first level. I just loaded it up just so I can kind of give a little bit of an idea of how the controls exactly work. So, you'll see that I have them walking together. You do that by holding down L1. And then here's like sort of the main thing with the gimmick of this puzzle platformer specifically, as they all need one, is you shift, and I'm doing big quotation marks here, between the green guy and orange guy. As far as I'm aware, they don't really seem to have any sort of names associated with them, at least from what I've seen. You shift not only between which one you control, as you can see here, you also shift between their largeness, I guess. I'll show you a little cutscene too, just to give you a bit more of an idea of how exactly some of this works. So, only when I'm on camera. So here's the other thing: is that when you're fat, you know, it's basically the whole thing is there's trade-offs between what you're doing on your size and what you're actually physically able to do. Like, for example, if you're really big, you can't jump. And as you can see here, you can get stuck. Let's, there we go. A specific problem I've run into, actually, is that sometimes I screw up which button I'm supposed to actually hit. So, but there's like cases where you'll switch between fat and skinny, and all of a sudden you'll mess up the entire puzzle as such, and you have to redo it. Thankfully, none of these levels, let me see, it's L1 to zoom out the camera. This is sort of like a zoom out you can do of the whole level, and you can kind of like follow things around. You can kind of be like, okay, so I go here, and then there's like a secret thing, and all that. You can do all that. None of the levels are really long enough that I would say that really becomes like a serious problem, but, you know, it is a thing that maybe they could have figured out a better way to implement the controls. I mean, at the same time, you get into a weird position to where all of a sudden you're just like, oh, they didn't do it right, and then you don't like really, offer any better explanation by like a better method by comparison. Okay, so let me wasn't there a thing up here? I swore there was. But you can also, when you're fat, you can also pull them together here. Could have swore that was a thing. I don't know. So let's hop up here, and then I'll switch to being fat and switch to the other guy, and then, yeah, the whole goal is to, at least from this first world I've seen, the main goal is to get both characters together at this thing. And then you, when you fix the thing, you go to this teleporter.
Where else in the galaxy are you gonna get thrills packed chock full of awesomeitude? Well, How about the next episode? Looks like you just earned yourself some sort of commendation there, brother. Congrats on that, then.
And that's the announcer, which sort of plays into the main theme. You'll see it when I show the cutscene after maybe I do another level here. It has a very kind of... It's sort of a Ratchet and Clank vibe, actually. I've kind of been hearing that a lot more than probably necessary, but it kind of has like a Ratchet and Clank vibe of like this just kind of goofy universe where like commercialization has hit some sort of peak, and you know, you're watching the destruction of all life on the universe, but it's still like holy moly, folks! Oh, look at Benji's really having some issues here. You know, it's just very campy, very kind of fun stuff, and I think that's, you know, I actually really enjoy that stuff, and it was what always kept me going with Ratchet and Clank games. Was just like the aesthetic and a lot of the vibe from it. I always thought was pretty fun. Let's see. Yeah, that should work.
Checkpoint Alpha. These handy stations of retro bioengineering will slice and splice.
I cannot figure out how to get to that.
Tip-top shape should they meet an untimely but inevitable end through one of the many.
And there's a checkpoint. For in case you die, you know. Fairly standard thing, I suppose. Get you here. And then, isn't there like a... Let it back up this way. Zoom this out for a minute. Okay, so that's where I'm going. And then the thing at the end is over there, so... Okay. Oh, cool. So then all you gotta do is just hop up this way. Yeah, some of this might not look very hard, but do keep in mind I did go back to like the very beginning of the game. I'm really not joking when I say that some of these, even just like a couple levels after this, took like an impossibly long time. Like I was like straight up effing stuck.
Now we're getting somewhere, folks.
So let's yeah. Then we put you there and you here.
Awesome.
Cool, cool. And alright.
The brilliant blobs have baffled us yet again by blundering through every barrier. Seriously, though, all alliteration aside, positively perfect playing, peeps.
Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Let's, I think it's control room? I'm playing on the PS4, by the way. The load times are a little bit on the long side for my taste, but as far as I understand, the PC version is a fair amount better about it. I think this is also out on PS3. I don't really know about Xbone. I don't think so. Here's a cutscene real quick. Let me show you a little bit of it. I thought it was kind of charming. I sort of liked it.
I had 3 hands, you know.
Ladies, gents, amorphous blobs and light forms galore. Your host with the most, a man with a plan, Zuko Neutrino!
Hey there, Galaxy fans. Welcome back to another groovy episode of Shiftlings, the universally, and I mean that literally, popular hyper show that has our 2 tenacious techs bravely battling blunders and boo-boos through the most zany and exotic locales of the known universe. Shift work at its best. All of this brought to your hollows across the dimensional vortices by our generous sponsors at
We Planet Industries. We Planet, you buy it, your planet.
We Planet Incorporated is a division of Zomega Corp Limited. Zomega Corp accepts absolutely no liability for any dismemberment, insanity, or general death caused by malfunctioning planets, moons, or other celestial bodies. Now, a nano-sized recap of our bodacious boys as they zork across the galaxies. Remember, gang, our dynamic duo ain't savvy 2-hour peeking over their shoulder. This is 350% bona fide ultra reality coming to you. For those of you just joining us, seriously, what galaxy do you live in? 2 cycles ago, we had the fellas visiting the Black Hola Cola Hub factory. The lad's shift was simple enough, But, well, let's just say things got kind of pear-shaped. But now, ladies and germs, Zorks and Dufflezorks demigod.
So yeah, as you can see, very kind of goofy, lighthearted nature to it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was kind of fun. So now is a last roundup here. How about as you can see here, an extra thing to unlock extra stuff is collecting little collectibles during the level. I'm not very good at it, so let's go to level 8 here. I don't think I've tried this level just yet. I certainly haven't finished it. Just to show you kind of like where this goes later on. I believe there's about 4 or 5 worlds in total. Oh, yeah, that's another thing I should probably at least mention here, is that, first let's head over to settings. That's a good amount of settings. There's an entire online component where people can join your game and you can join other people's games, but you don't really have any ability to turn that off in any way. So, like, I don't know. I kind of thought that was a little weird, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Okay, so... Sure. And then... Yeah. And then you... Over here. Sure. Okay. And up here. I feel like I'm gonna fuck myself if I don't play this just right. Because you're tethered by this, well, this literal, like, tether, so... Okay. Oh, okay. I think I did it. And we'll just drag our buddy along here. Okay, cool. How big is this level? Okay. It's a little long. Okay. Cool. Pull that. Awesome. And I think we need Fat Guy for that. Ooh. Is that gonna kill me if I walk through it? I guess. Okay. There. Oh shit.
Corp also holds the monopoly on homicidally inclined elevator AI, so heads up.
Well, I mean, that really wasn't an elevator, but... Okay. But yeah, it's things like that that will tend to mess you up more than anything, because it certainly messed me up, as you plainly saw. I'll do that. Then there's a laser. Okay. Wait for the laser. Cool. Good, good. Checkpoint. Was there a thing up there? Oh no, it's a door switch.
Guests are reporting their holo entertainment units are stuck on the naughty channels. Verify and do nothing else.
There's a thing down here? Or is it that they want me to... Ah, okay.
Her chance, fella.
Oh crap, did we... Oh... Oh, no, I think we were supposed to...
Yay! You saw that path and stormed your way to the end. Good, lads. Now, since you know that path so well and all, storm your way back and find the console you forgot to activate.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. The game actually kind of scolded me for doing so. That's kind of cool. So that's the thing, I suppose. So yeah, it's just sort of a light, puzzly, platformer thing, which I certainly don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with. Let's see if I can...
Jumping off the deep end, eh, ladies, gents, and amorphous blobs?
So can I... Okay, I do have... Whew! Oh, nice.
Black cola, baby. Now, don't you feel like an intergalactic rock and roller?
I actually didn't even know I could do that. So, up here, switch. Okay. Oh, at first I was like, oh god. Wait, is that doing what I think it's... Okay. 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 I think I was maybe a little overly worried, but you know, perfection is the key to shiftlingness. Yeah. No, I'm not going to recant that statement. I agree with it. I stand by it.
Shift's over. Let's get him out of there and go home. I have to see another shiftling today. I may just have to take a blaster to the face. Oh, Sorg, is this thing still on?
So yeah, you can kind of see the maybe kind of see the vibe they're going for. Again, as far as I'm aware, I believe this is $15. Let's pull up the page for it real quick, actually. Can we pull up the page from here? Doesn't actually look like it. Let's go from here, I guess. Live for you, it's searching the PlayStation Store. This whole searching by letter thing kind of works, but that's pretty much all you can say about it. Shiftlings. I can't find the price from here. That's great. Yeah, as far as it looks, it doesn't appear to have a demo of some kind. That's unfortunate. But I don't know. It's been a pretty fun game for me. It does have drop-in, drop-out co-op, so, you know, if you got an extra person you want to play with. Probably a little bit of a preferable situation as opposed to having to control both characters together at the same time. You definitely have to take it slower. Yeah, that's Shiftlings. It's pretty fun. And if you want to show some support for Sierra Boneface Imposter Game Studio, then, you know, this is definitely a way to do it. I'll see y'all next time.